Next question. Hello, ladies. I'm an aide in a severely disabled elementary classroom. We have a new student that plays with his feces. Can you please recommend some strategies I can try? I read about having him play with Play-Doh, but he will eat it along with other toys in the classroom. He puts a lot of things in his mouth, and he is 10 years old. And you know, this is one of those things that everybody goes, oh, right? Because A, it's so unpleasant, right? It's unpleasant to all of us. But B, there's a safety issue to somebody, you know, getting their feces on their hand, putting it on the walls. There's no part of this that anybody likes. So, Krystle, what do you have for this wonderful aid?
Well, I think as maybe sort of like a temporary solution as we try to kind of figure out the root of the problem is maybe, you know, having him wear like a belt so it's harder for him, you know, there's more time to stop him before he can kind of reach into his pants if that's kind of what he's doing. I don't know if he's doing it like in the classroom or only in the bathroom or whatever it may be. But I think really what we need to do is get to what we call like the function of the behavior, like the reason that it's happening. You know, does he like the way it feels? Does he like the way it smells? You know, is it because when he's got it in his, I'm assuming he might be wearing a diaper, when he has it in there, is it uncomfortable, and then that's why he's trying to reach in and take it out because he doesn't like the way it feels. So there could be, you know, a variety of reasons that it's happening. What we need to look at is the reason why it's happening so that we can put in an intervention and a replacement behavior for the reason that it's happening so that we can get that behavior to stop happening and get him to start doing the more appropriate replacement behavior instead. So it's probably going to take like a functional behavior assessment to figure out what's going on. And then in terms of like the mouthing and, you know, having him play with other toys, that one is just going to need, you know, monitoring until he learns how to play with those toys appropriately. And I know he's 10 years old, but, you know, maybe we can start with a chew so he has a chew in his mouth while he's playing with the toy and kind of fade out the chew as he learns to play with the toys more appropriately and can kind of inhibit putting it in his mouth and things like that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are not in love with the whole idea of the chew, but I think if somebody is doing it well, it can be so effective because, as you were saying, we need to know what the function of the behavior is. You can't just assume. But for some kids, they have that need, that compulsion to have something in their mouth, something to chew, and it can be for lots of different reasons why. But there are some really good companies that make hospital-grade, really cool necklaces. I think it's super. We've featured them. In fact, we featured one that was in our toy guide for last year that I love. And one of the things that I look for as an ex-educator and as a parent with those chews is that it's hospital-grade, that it's not something that's going to fall apart and that they're going to end up eating, and that it's somehow cool, so the other kids aren't making fun of them. Like they have them, they look like Lego bricks. My son, for a brief period of time, needed one, and it looked like a yin and yang symbol, and everybody thought it was so cool. But the really key thing is to have the necklace part of it be breakaway, so that if somebody pulls on it, that it immediately snaps off, and that it can't be something that they can be choked with. That's like the single biggest important thing about those for me. And honestly, if somebody is fading it properly, they can be used for a period of time to get you through something, and then be faded out. I don't know a single person who is 21 years old and still has a chewy. So, but I know parents worry about it. They're like, I don't want him to go to college with a chewy. That doesn't happen. Okay, so thank you, Krystle. Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.